Hey, what's up guys, my name is LAKEY and welcome to episode 7 of building Helms Deep in Lego. We're already at episode 7, it's pretty crazy guys, but finally I've started building on, the actual wall of the castle, which I'm super hyped about. Super hyped to show you guys, there's a little sneak peek there, but we're gonna go first into the halls and then into the actual, building like always. So before we do any of that, I would really appreciate if you guys, gave the video a like, commented down below, and of course subscribe to the channel. We're almost at that 10k subscriber goal, which would be awesome to hit at the end of the finale for this mock, which is gonna be probably around next year. I'm not gonna finish this year, but without further ado, let's get into the first haul. Hey guys, I actually have two hauls. I have one very cool package that is just very cool to me. It's the first time, and it's actually fan mail, so I'm very appreciative of this. I'll show you guys the letter that he sent me first. I've not really looked at the parts, I just took a little sneak, but it actually is here, and we have a little letter. It's from LAKEY. Check him out on Instagram. I actually gave him a follow, and he says, "Dear Attribution, I'm a huge fan of your buildings, and I'm still remember the first time I saw one of yours. It was the Dark Maul level." That's actually cool. A lot of people really like that mock remake of TCS. It inspired me to build Lego again, which I'm really glad of. Oh damn, actually that's awesome to see that you got inspired by me to get back into Lego. That's awesome. I found some pieces that might come in handy for your Helms Deep mock. I had one Uruk-hai left. Sadly his torso cracked a while ago, but I'm sure you can still make use of it somehow. Yeah, that's the thing with this mock. Any Uruk-hai I can get is literally like, I'll use it. Like if he's cracked, he's just a dead guy on the floor, I guess. But thank you so much, LAKEY. I really appreciate you, sending me fan mail. That's the first time I've actually ever gotten this, and super appreciative of it. So, if you want to check this guy out. He actually already has 2 posts, I think, and I really like the mocks already. So, thank you so much, and let's take a look at the parts you sent. Okay, so the first thing we have, I already see some really cool stuff. So we have some saddles, which I'm desperately needing, honestly. So I really need these, so thank you so much for these. Then we have a bunch of torsos, it looks like. So we have some medieval torsos. That's all very useful. These are all like great medieval parts, because I do need to make some civilians as well for in the caves, in the glistering cave. So this is awesome, man. Thank you so much. This is very useful. So, next thing I see is really cool. 2 white horses. This is awesome. These are not too common, and I think I have like 4 of them. So adding more white horses really like spices up the whole, horde of all these horses, charging. So thank you so much for these. And then we also have 2 just brown horses, so that's just amazing. I just can't wait to have all of these horses just storming the Uruk-hai. That's gonna be so cool. And here we have the Uruk-hai that he sent me. That is so cool. It probably it has a cracked torso, but it's all good. I can still use this, and this is not a waste at all. Thank you so much. And then next we have a bunch of helmets. It looks like a bunch of medieval helmets. These will definitely be used in the mock. Thank you very much for those as well. And some real, honestly, I never have enough of these parts. These just get, like, I have to constantly buy more of these when you're doing groundwork, so I really appreciate that as well. And the last one is like a bunch of weapons, so that's awesome. Yeah, definitely, like all of these shields. I actually never saw this shield piece before. Looks really good. So thank you so much, LAKEY. I really appreciate it. I'm very glad I got, to inspire you to build Lego again. I really hope you'll enjoy building mocks. And thank you guys so much for this package. Super appreciative. Thank you so much. So now we'll go to the big haul. Next up is a package from Germany. It's a bricklink order, and I just made a giant haul of gray bricks, because I did not realize how big this castle is gonna be. I think the tower is gonna be like a meter tall, to like 3 feet. So awesome to see that that I'm actually going to build something that big. Was not not really prepared for it, but I'm so super down for actually building something like a large structure. I've never really done that. So let's just open it up. Damn, we got a lot of stuff already. So I'll just very quick fire throw them on the table, because we don't want to have the halls too long. So here we have explosion pieces, which I also obviously will need a bunch of. a bunch of these brackets. I actually don't have a lot of those. Plates. And then we get like 1,000 of light gray bricks. I love light gray a lot. It's awesome to use for texturing, so a lot of that will be used. A bunch of 1x4 plates. A ton of light gray, so the old gray 2x2s. Gonna use so many of those. More of these snot plates, basically. Then we got these were like 1 cent, so I had to get them. These are sand blue bars, and actually if you know Inter's X-Wing, these are the cheaper option. If you want to just cut these pieces, you can use that for the cockpits instead of, you know, they're just normal 4-long bar, which is like super like rare from 1 set. More of these light gray jumpers. These are all the store had, but I actually need so many more. Then we have a bunch of light gray, I'll just say old gray is easier, headlight bricks. Some of these corner pieces, which I'll probably need more of as well. I got this neon piece, and I think this is actually a good thing to like start off your explosion off. You can like attach those superhero pieces for the transparent stands, and then have them going all you know, all those different directions, and then attach the explosion parts to it. Medium nougat panels, and these are also for the explosions, like spurting out bursts. And I think we got a couple of things left. We got some more bracket pieces, a bunch of these because they were cheap, more panels, and lastly we got these wedge bricks. So that's it for the haul, guys. Super glad with all these. This is a very nice resupply for building the castle. You know, you'll see the wall part that I've built after this footage, so very hyped to see for you to see that. Here I have a little, you know, tryout for the wall. Made it with some transparent pieces just to see how high I want to make this wall. It's a good way to just, you know, start doing the build, getting an idea of how the scale would look. And here we have just a beginning of the wall in gray and starting on the crenellations right here. Just trying to get this, you know, the technique down, see how I want to make him. Here I'm just trying out some texture, some weathering and stuff like that. You can see it from farther away.
Hey, what's up guys, here you have an update on the mock. I've set up the wall for just to see how the sizing would be and how high I would make the wall. Before I show you guys that, I actually want to show you guys my building setup. So I've put down a table here with all of the necessary pieces I need, and that's actually a tip I guess I give you guys. If you don't know, the easiest way for me at least to build is just have all of the pieces I would need in front of me instead of having to stand up, go get the pieces and so forth. So I really just have a bunch of light blue gray pieces, and this is what I will use for the wall. It's just easy access, and greebling and stuff like that, weathering with olive green. I have all of the olive green right there. So back to the mock. So I wanted to show you guys the wall parts. I'm extremely happy with the crenellations. I think that's what it's called in castles. It's not going to be as smooth as this. Of course, this is just to get the height right. I reviewed it with the footage, and I think this is a good height. Also for the whiteness of the wall itself. Put some figures on there as well, and I'm really liking all of this. Texturing and weathering on the wall. On this picture you can actually see how much green there is actually in the wall, and I want to have the olive green and the sand green. Sand green just looks good with the olive green, but also just as a little throwback to the sets. The wall in the Helms Deep set, they also use a lot of sand green, so I want to just reuse that in here as well. I've added some vines. I don't think there's a lot of vines actually on the wall, but I do think it looks nice, a little spark of color in the wall. And how I made these, I put them on jumpers, so there's I think it's half a brick or something in between there, and then you get this awesome carnation look. I really like just all of the little texturing, and it really helps just using plates. And I also love using the old gray in there, so you get some different kind of gray colors as well.
Here we have the underside of the wall, which actually looks really nice. And here I just started pre-planning where I want the cracks to have, some more detail here. And I do really like how the wall looks in the mock as well. From a view back in the reel, it looks awesome. And here is the sliding system I've created, because I want this to all very modular, so I can move it around and work on it or go to conventions eventually. Here's another look of the wall, almost finished wall. The backside is still not built, but that won't have too much detail. You can also see I don't have it all connected yet because I still need to edit it and change stuff. Here we got the top side. I think there's plenty enough space of having paddles. Here are something that's pretty cool actually. It's like just a bunch of cracks and techniques for that, but they do look pretty natural, I'd say, with the splitting ends. Pretty happy with the wall, honestly. I really like all the weathering. I love using the old gray. It's just so satisfying seeing some texture and weathering on a quite flat surface. And here's from a back view. I actually expanded the mock. You'll see that in in the next episode. So I've expanded it to the full amount that my table could hold. And the other side of the wall is also very I think it blends really well, even though they're two separate pieces connected to each other. And now we're going to show the the back side of it, which is I haven't worked on because it's just not a priority right now. The whole back side of the mock is just an extended thing I'll do when I'm finished, because the front obviously is the most important. But I do I will make the stairs on the side where Legolas slides down. Of course, that's another iconic scene I need to add. Really like all these figures looking. I just love the contrast with the gold and the blue and then the grays, and it just looks so satisfying. So here we have the back, and of course I had to add light, so add a little battery pack right here that's easy access. And then we have these fire things, which I'll show a picture of right now. These things are spread all over the castle for heating and lighting, of course, and I'll do that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching episode 7, guys. Really appreciate you guys always sticking till the end of the video. Really shows you guys are real fans, and I really appreciate that. So if you like this video and you like the progress I made, I would really appreciate a like and then a comment down below. Always appreciate those. Always makes my day when I see those. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.